Hello everyone, Ben here, and well, welcome to Swing State Analysis. I'm recording this earlier in the day because I've got some things I need to do later on today, so that's why I'm doing this. And we're going to be talking about Pennsylvania, which is a very populous state worth 20 electoral votes and the second largest swing state after Florida. And if we look at this state, it was very close in 2016. Trump won it by a little under 1%, or about 44,000 votes. And I think he actually lost ground in Philadelphia and the Philly metro area compared to Romney, but he so overperformed Romney in the rural areas that he was able to flip the state. But let's take a look at Pennsylvania's recent voting history to see how this happened, because if you look at their voting history, it actually kind of backs up that the state has been getting more and more red. You know, Gore won it, improving on his national margin. He won it by about 4 points. It was about 2 to 3, about 4. I'm not entirely sure, but it was definitely much more Democrat than it was back then. In 2004, it got extremely close, but again, still much more Democrat because guess what? Kerry vastly outperformed his margins, and Bush, if I remember correctly, nationally got over 50% of the vote. So, again, much more Democrat, but it's not as Democrat as it was in 2000 and in the year 2000. I was about to say in 2004, but that was 2004. Now I'm going to bring you the national just to show you. Pennsylvania wasn't that much more Democrat than the rest of the nation in 2008. If you look at the percent, Obama got 52 nationally, McCain got 45 nationally. And in Pennsylvania, Obama got 54 and McCain got 44. So maybe 3 points more Democrat than the nation as a whole in 2008. And if we move to 2012, we can see it's essentially just like the nation. Actually a little bit more Republican, if I'm looking at this correctly. Now, it's about even. It voted essentially like the rest of the nation, but just didn't vote as much for either candidate. So, yeah, this just goes to show that, and it was about a 300,000 vote margin, okay? And remember this total. This is Barack Obama's total. And if we go to this, we find out that, okay, so Trump did get a lot of Obama voters, but he would have still lost to Obama in the Keystone State because reasons. But interestingly enough, third-party turnout was much higher than it had been previously. But this goes to show that, you know, it's a state that had been turning red. And 2016 was the year Pennsylvania was ready to turn red if we based that, you know, if we looked at the average swing and we put the average swing from each election to the and we apply it to the gap between 2012 and 2016, this was the year Pennsylvania should have flipped. And if we look at Philadelphia County, well, I can't zoom in, that kind of sucks. But if you look at it, you know, Trump won a lot of counties by stupid margins, and Clinton won one county by a stupid wide margin and two counties by fairly wide margins, and one by a comfortable margin, and a bunch by negligible margins and high. Yeah, my cat decided he wanted to help with this video. So let's go back to the states and go back to Pennsylvania. And if we look, that should show you that, and let's actually look at the change from 2012. Pittsburgh moved a little bit there. Philadelphia County actually, that's weird. Trump actually gained votes in Philadelphia County. That's interesting. And turnout increased. Huh. He improved on Romney's margins in Bucks. Okay. Not in Montgomery County, though. Or Chester. But just about everywhere else, he improved. For example, in Erie County, and of course excluding Center County. So, yeah. This is a state that I expect in future elections will go more Republican. And I skipped New Hampshire, but I guess I'll come back to that state. I was apparently supposed to do New Hampshire today. I thought I had already done it. But I'm going to give Pennsylvania to the Republicans in a, it's a true toss-up, and in true toss-ups I err towards the incumbent, and especially with the tariffs, I kind of have to choose Trump, because those are going to make Pennsylvania, they're going to make the steel workers happy. You have to remember, Pittsburgh in Allegheny County, the second most populous county in the state, is called the Steel City for a reason. Their football team is called the Steelers. Steel is big, and if they can get a boost in steel production because of tariffs or something, then, yeah, I suspect they're going to do extremely well. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.